ninja. The way the social worker said it, and I'm not poo-pooing her or disparaging her at all. I mean, she's just doing her job, but I was presenting like, well, she told Lizzie, listen, you're probably gonna get less money, and you probably won't get benefits. That's how it is. That should not be how it is. Hello, little peoples. I am Michelle. This is my hospital beta Vita, and you're watching One Spoon Left with Rebels NYC today. I am definitely representing for the spastic fantastic here and Sploot. So will I get through this video? Fuck if I know. If you follow the show, you know that I've recently been approved by Medicaid. Which means I've been doing a shitload of paperwork, and shit's been really complicated. One thing that I went with is something called CDPAP. I think that's what it's called. It's CDPAP, so I'm like CDPAP because that sounds cute, right? I think it's, I don't know. Doesn't it also like a doo-wop thing? CDPAP, 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 CDPAP. That's just me, right? I digress. It could be a doo-wop song. Why I chose CDPAP is because basically CDPAP allows you, the client, to hire your own people, which of course has its pros and cons. But the reason why I went with it, one, is I already have Lizzie, who I really like a lot, and I didn't want to lose her. Not only is she trained, we're very compatible, but also because she's also disabled, and so one, I don't have to fucking explain ableism to her. She already fucking gets it. But two, it brings me one step closer to my dream of like the for us, by us home healthcare agency where disabled people are helping out and looking after disabled people, and our money goes towards the disability economy, man. One day. But also because I've had a lot of negative experiences with other home healthcare agencies run by able-bodied people who have good intentions. But, you know, fun fact, you could have great intentions and still be ableist. It's just been a problem. So my social worker stopped by during the nurse assessment thing that you go through, and she gave me a list of vendors. What's a fucking vendor, right? That was my question because there's so many, like, fiscal intermediary, vendors, blah, 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 blah. It's like a vendor is a home health care agency who will basically hire the person that you've hired, and they're the go-between between Medicaid and like the money, right? And then you. So then basically that's how the person that you hire is going to get paid. Social worker was like, here's a list of vendors, pick one. Sounds simple, right? No. Because the thing is, all of these vendors have varying specs, meaning that they don't, like, some of them are $12 an hour, some of them have health benefits, some of them do not offer that at all, some of them are more. So it was really fakakted, Yiddish, being screwed up, that I basically got a list of just the names, no specs, no information for me and my home health to look at, and they're like, pick one, ASAP. And I'm like, I can't just pick one. This really not only impacts Lizzie's and whoever else I hire's lifestyle and their ability to eat and pay rent, but it also impacts my ability to keep the people who I trust and really enjoy having on a daily basis or like weekly and like weekend basis still in my home. Because basically, like they were talking about is that if a wage is too low, Lizzie told me, listen, I love working here, but she can't afford to she has to go somewhere else where she's getting more money because she needs to eat and she's got to pay rent, and this is New York City. That's all I can say. Even let's say they're paying $12 an hour and Lizzie was getting like 14 as an example, right? Okay, listen, I'll pay Lizzie, I'll supplement her income with an extra $2 an hour. No, you're not allowed to do that shit. That's called Medicaid fraud. What can you do legally? Not only like worker solidarity, but just to also make sure that the person you hire is happy, at least in terms of wage, and that you get to keep the people who you trust and who you feel comfortable with. Because of course I need home health aides, but I need quality home health aides because these people are bathing me, making sure that I eat enough, and if I happen to shit myself, I'm not ruling it out, they're gonna be the ones to wipe my ass. So wow, yeah, that was fucking real, but that's real. So you want good people, that you feel comfortable with because shit happens. Here's one thing you can do. I made a spreadsheet comparing all different specs. What do they offer? Are there benefits? What kind of benefits? What's the pay? And then I'm like, Lizzie, which one makes the most sense for you? Now Lizzie is already on her dad's health care plan, so she went for a higher rate and actually will be getting a pay raise. But she may have not gotten that if I just picked one, because some of them paid like $12 or $13 an hour. And so it really does make sense to take the time, make the emails and or phone calls. So I wanted to share that tip. I'm sure for any Medicaid newbies like myself who don't know. And let me know what you think. Comment section, that's where I belong. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. Have solidarity for each other, man, because we are all that we have. That's it. Bye.